5 years ago, Wisconsin voters passed a constitutional amendment, making sure victims of crimes have rights equal to those accused of a crime.
As WEAU's Kim Leadholm shares, it's all meant to keep the victim at the front of mind during the criminal justice process.
What Marsy's law reminded us is that these are real people. They have feelings, they have needs, they have wants, and they ought to be heard.
The right to privacy, the right to restitution, and the right to be notified of hearings are just some of the 16 rights victims of crimes are given through Marsy's law.
For many, many years, it was very focused on the offender, and Marsy's law has really kind of re-enlightened the victim side of things and making sure that we are focused on the victim and the victim's needs that they have during that process.
That's what Marsy's law aims to do, starting at the beginning with law enforcement.
One of those is notification, so that's the Vine network, so victims can sign up. So once the suspect gets out of jail, they're automatically notified 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You'd want to put yourself in their shoes. I mean, if we're in their shoes and we're the victim of a crime, we'd want to make sure that we're getting notified of certain steps that are taking place and what steps are being taken during the course of an investigation, because this is having a direct impact on their lives.
But Marsy's law goes further than that, affecting court proceedings.
I think so often we can get lost in the paperwork and looking at the police reports and the pleadings that are filed in court and forget that there's real humans involved in this. Victims ought to have a say in what happens in the court system simply because they had something happen to them. And, it's important that the judge, the prosecutor, the defendant, the defense attorney, everyone involved in the criminal justice system hears their side of the story and what they want.
Because ultimately, those involved with the criminal justice system say that's the point, giving victims a voice. In Eau Claire, Kim Leadholm, WEAU 13 News.
Thanks, Kim. Marsy's law was first implemented in California and has since been approved by voters in 11 other states, including Wisconsin. Well, state lawmakers are voicing their